The 2025 Canadian Formula One Grand Prix is done and dusted, and it's a perfect weekend for George Russell. Yet, he still does not have any contract extension from Mercedes. I don't really know what Mercedes are thinking, but anyway, as per tradition, 5 topics to comment about. Imagine this, you're getting 4 podiums in the first 6 races, a very consistent job. You never finish outside the top 5 in the first 6 races, yet you still don't have any contract extension. And that's exactly what George Russell is undergoing right now. He literally does not have any contract extension up until this video is being recorded. This time, this weekend, he managed to show a really strong performance. George Russell, qualifying on pole. Last year he was on pole as well, but it was like a tight. It was like 0.0 second to Max in second. But this time it was a true genuine pace from George. So he started on pole, and many people speculated that it's going to be like another feisty, spicy battle at corner 1 with Max, because Max started alongside George. But it turns out everything is fine. Everything was fine. The race was like beautifully managed by George. He got a fastest lap, and even up until the last safety car, he was already like about 2 seconds ahead of Max. So it was like a beautifully pulled together, a weekend that is beautifully put together by George. But has he not done enough yet to convince Mercedes that he deserves a contract extension? It's just odd to me. Is Mercedes like really genuinely still aiming for Max? Come on, man. He's a talent. It's not every day that you get a driver that is capable to win an F3 title at the first attempt, and then moving up to F2 and then winning it as well on the first attempt. It's not every day that you get a driver like that. So George is one of those kind of driver. And now with this perfect of a weekend, what will Mercedes do? Max and Red Bull came to this weekend to the Canadian Grand Prix knowing that they might be struggling a bit, but in the end, Max being Max and Red Bull being Red Bull, they're just so adamant that it's not the car or anything, and then Max managed to squeeze every bit of performance from the car. He was fighting with graining, with tire deck, and yet he still managed a P2 in qualifying as well as a P2 in the race. He was even pressuring George for quite some laps in the race. But on this Sunday, on this particular Sunday, it was like we expected a bit of a close battle between Max and George, but again, this regulation is coming to its end cycle, so the car is already like at its maximum, at its peak performance, and we can't really see any overtakings and whatnot. It's just a car following another car, and the tire deck, and then dirty air, and so on and so forth. It's killing racing a bit, but in the end, it's a strong P2 for Max despite the safety car. Kimi Antonelli is now officially the 3rd youngest driver to have stood on an F1 podium. Wow. The one thing that kind of impressed me the most is how he managed the race. He managed the whole pace. He knew that the Mercedes this weekend has an advantage. Mercedes this weekend is very strong because it's a colder temperature. We know that Mercedes, even from last year, like in Las Vegas, it really works well within colder temperature, and that's exactly what they experiencing in Canada. And with this in mind, Kimi managed to squeeze the maximum performance out of the car. He knew that he had the pace, and he managed to jump Oscar at corner 3 on the first lap. And then from then on, he just smooth sailing for him. He was even in P2 for quite some laps after the pit stop mayhem, just like usual. But then Max kind of overtook him back, and he stayed there in P3. And he stayed solid under the pressure. Even when both McLarens were coming after him, he didn't budge. He didn't crack one bit. And yeah, welcome to the podium club for Kimi Antonelli. So just as I say in the previous one, Oscar was jumped by Kimi by the end of turn 3 on lap 1. he was surprised a bit. I think Kimi caught Oscar napping a little bit, and then Oscar's race turned into survival of the fittest. Basically, he was fighting with another tire deck, with draining, with the mediums and the hard. Not quite on the same pace as Kimi at the front. He couldn't really retaliate and take that third place back. Even he got caught up by Lando. Lando caught him, and there was this McLaren battle that we were expecting since the beginning of the season. When will these two collide? And they did collide. Lando collided to the back of Oscar. Fortunately, Oscar managed to continue on with the race, but Lando, no. Front suspension broken down, lost front wing, and it triggered the safety car. And yeah, from then on, Lando just retired, classified as finishing P18. And in the end, it's a damage limitation drive for Oscar. I don't really remember when was the last time Lewis was smiling when he got out of the car this season. I think it was like the sprint in Miami where he finished third. But after that, or maybe the Imola. Yeah, after Imola, I remember him being a bit happy with the performance of the car. He finished in P4 in Imola. Let's not forget that. But after that, he never really smiled getting out of the car. It's another head scratching weekend for the Hamilton camp. It's weird that in the back-to-back Saturdays, Lewis managed to beat Charles, arguably one of the fastest drivers in one lap. It's also a back-to-back P5 on the grid for Lewis, but at the same time, it's another back-to-back loss on the Sundays. He lost to Charles again this time. Charles finished in 5th. Even Charles Leclerc managed to lead the race. He managed to lead the race at some point in during the whole 70 laps of the race. Lewis, on the other hand, no. I don't know if it was the pit stop error in the strategy or anything. In the end, Lewis only managed at P6, again beaten by Charles. So he was really unable to drag the maximum performance out of the car, unlike Charles Leclerc. I mean, Charles was actually on a good lap in the qualifying. Had he not been getting the dirty out of Isaac Haja, I think he would be higher than a P8. He started in P8 on the grid due to that error in the qualifying. So we do know that Charles was actually having the better pace, but with grid position, with the starting position advantage, Lewis couldn't really maximize that chance. So it's just devastating to see Lewis after 10 races still not manage to get a single podium with that Ferrari. It will be a dream come true though if that happens. So yeah, that's it. I think that I can talk for today. I think it's like 3-star out of 5 for this Canadian Grand Prix. It wasn't like as close as 2022 where Carlos glued to the back of Max throughout the entirety of the race. But yeah, that's it. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and like and subscribe for more. And until we meet again.